The well!
It's going well.
Ah, I see what you did there, jokes.
Taking this surprisingly well as we've spawned in hell. Oh, look, a hell crane, which is just like a loose chain with a brick on it. Alright, go close the well. Access the well cathedral, which I guess you're doing already because it seems to have checked that off. Why even bother making a to-do list at that point?
I do that sometimes. Sometimes I'll just make a to-do list and be like, alright, gotta do this thing. Wait, first gotta put it on my to-do list. Okay, I did it. Check. It's nice. Feels good.
What's, I don't feel like there was this strong of a green motif in our previous visits to hell.
There's a lot of green going on in hell, for sure.
Yeah, but like,
Hell,
was
hell
it doing
has a
that
surprisingly
before?
similar color palette to Mars, in fact. Oh, let's look at our missions. Hold still. Kill 2 barons of hell with 1 shot.
Those are the textbook demons. That's going to be unbelievably difficult and definitely require the BFG.
No. Oh, yeah, well, BFG makes it easy. Uncharted territory. Find all 3 skull switch secrets. Probably not. Kill 25 demons with the BFG. We'll see.
So
Oh, you missed
interestingly,
me.
when I was like looking at the wiki to like check something to put in the tags of a previous video, I somehow came across like every level has some secret in it represented by a switch. I think it would be different than the switches described here because there are 3 of them per that mission. But
Right.
there are switches that like activate like retro Doom levels that you can play.
What? I want that.
Well, you should have been better at finding secrets. Although I think it's possible we found like 1 of those. I feel like
Oh, really?
in the last episode or the one before it, we found like a weird area with a lever that we didn't know what it did. And we like attributed it
maybe.
to like something that I think maybe the game just did by itself. So I think maybe you found 1 of them. I think you're supposed to
hello.
access it from the main menu or something. Don't backstep off the cliff, you're pretty much at the edge of the world.
Yeah, I know.
You've made a lot of friends already.
I have indeed.
What do you think a welcome wagon would look like in hell?
This is a good question.
I assume it would be not extremely dissimilar from the Bone Wagon, courtesy of Grim Fandango.
Yeah, that seems accurate. Oh, that was awesome.
You sort of need him to death.
I want to punch a summoner to death. Yeah, there we go. Fuck you. And your
Good.
summoner ways. Fuck you too.
There was no subtlety to
Fuck
that
you.
animation. You just punched the
And
fat
you.
into an explosion.
And you. And you. And
I
you.
feel like this game unfairly generalizes the physical condition of the Mancubi. I feel like some of them have to be like a normal, you know, weight. Like, they're not all overweight. I'm sure some of them are fit.
Where does this go?
To the blue one?
Over here, apparently.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's... I think I understand what that implies.
What does it imply?
Well, when you looked over the edge, the portal you went through changed color, which looked a little bit like maybe it was, like, inactive. Oh, no. Okay. It means something different, but I think I understand it. I think you can't loop quickly through
Damn it.
the same portal. When you went up through it and then looked down, it turned gray, but when you looked at it again while we were talking about it, it had changed back to its normal color. So I
Yeah.
guess it has, like, a cooldown.
Yeah, that seems accurate. Alright, let's try that again. I have 60-something. I have 60 points. What is that good?
Bottomless missile seems like a good thing.
How do I get it?
You have to stick 4 different demons in 5 seconds? Is this
What
how
does
this
that
has
mean,
always
stick?
worked? I assume...
What does stick mean? Like hit them with the thing?
Probably. I mean, what else would it mean?
Like that?
Yes, but like, more of them, I guess. Like, I'm not sure there were enough guys there just in that time frame to do it.
I'll figure it out.
So, like, I feel like I'm gonna be disappointed if this level doesn't offer us something truly ridiculous as, like, some kind of last level upgrade. Because, like, it's been a while since we've really had, like, meaningful progress other than, like, you got more generic skill points which make your armor whatever. But, like, it's not noticeable and it doesn't matter.
Did I do it? I can't... No. Where... It was on... the...
I think the third one down.
Where is it?
Was the one
This
you were
one?
looking at?
There it is.
I think.
I did it!
Sweet. So now... you don't have to
How do I
reload
acquire?
your micro missiles. It just does it now, I think. It's my understanding.
But it doesn't say acquired.
That's an interesting point. Do you have to... do you need one of those Omega Virus keys? Or... something? Like, how did you acquire the other ones? Oh, there's the edge of the world. I like that you still explode into pieces just because of gravity.
Yeah,
like
well, you know,
your arms
if you reach
pop
a certain
right
amount
off.
of gravity. Yep. It's called spaghettification, Vasco.
I know that's a real thing, but also fuck you.
Let's do this.
So, like,
Wait,
what I
now,
really
do I still
want...
have it, though?
That's a good question. We're gonna have to...
Yes, but it doesn't say acquired. What did 60 mean? 60 what?
I don't know. 60 of them. You have them. Or something.
I think I need to find another field drone.
It's possible, but, like, don't the field drones usually just, like, unlock a whole upgrade path, like Skylander style?
Oh no, this is working now. And it's awesome.
Sounded good. Do you have some equivalent to that for the actual rocket launcher? That would have made the
that would be
cockroach
fucking
fight
sweet.
better. Yeah, maybe you should,
I
like,
would go for that.
look it up. Because then maybe we could do it. No, you're into it, but not that into it. Not into it enough to read a thing.
Well, I don't think it actually exists, but we're gonna find out. We're
Yeah,
gonna
but you
rocket
gotta
launcher.
check, man.
External payload. Explosives are now mounted around rocket, allowing a remote detonation to occur without destroying the projectile.
I don't even know what that means.
I understand. What is the fuck does that mean? Multi-target. Don't give a shit. I don't care about any of this shit. I'm gonna guns these people now.
But you could not destroy the projectile. Is relevant?
Isn't that the point of a rocket, is to destroy the projectile?
I'm
Oh
wondering...
man, this thing is fucking awesome now, by the way.
Well, yeah. I mean, unlimited rockets, even if they're tiny rockets, are obviously great. And this is what you get for not reading stuff, I guess. The moral of Doom the whole time was that reading is important, by the way. Like those old banners they used to put up in, like, elementary school, like, libraries of just, like, celebrities that just say, like, read on them and, like, no other text.
Ow.
Just, like, one of those with, like, Satan on it from Doom. Like, there you go.
Oh yeah.
For some reason, they weren't a very popular choice with the elementary schools, and I can't figure out why.
I love this ability, by the way. Just fucking run around and fucking tear people apart by hand. It's artisanal destruction. Hashtag episode title.
I feel like there's, I don't know, I feel like the last time would be a good opportunity to provide a lot of these sorts of things. Some, like, quad damage, some berserk. I mean, those are really the good ones.
That one's great, though. Come on.
Well, that's berserk.
Oh, right.
Invulnerability is okay in the right situation, otherwise it doesn't, like, do all that much, really.
Do anything at all?
Basically nothing. I mean, I realize that you are capable of dying, but still, it kind of feels like it does nothing.
Oh, you want to shoot rockets at me? I can fucking shoot rockets. Let's all shoot rockets. Oh no, I shot rockets at you. I'm so sorry.
I don't know that I would invite everyone to shoot rockets, because not all of them naturally shoot rockets.
Well, they need to get their shit together, clearly.
So, like, my point earlier, I feel like this level needs to provide, like, you know, dual-wielding rocket launchers, or perhaps even better, dual-wielding BFGs.
Oh, that'd be fucking sweet. Ow!
Oh, that
came out of fucking
You
nowhere.
walked right into that somehow. That was unfortunate.
Man, this game's gotten hard.
Urgent Dunno. What do you think Dunno is? I think that might be one of the ages from Myst.
Hey, you excited about some new Myst thing? Isn't there a new Myst thing happening?
I mean, I don't know if there was, like, some E3... Like, I'm super loosely following E3 events. But...
Weren't you telling me something about how there's Myst is doing
well,
something?
Yeah.
Well,
that was leading up to that. I was just like, I wasn't sure if you heard, like, a different thing, because I think we may have talked about it, but, there is... Yeah. They're basically re-releasing all of the, existing Myst games, because they haven't made one in a few years, but they were actually making them for a while. So I think it's like 6 like major titles, all for like modern day operating systems, because like some of them are really difficult to get running these days. And yeah, I kickstarted that shit. I spent like closer to $200 than not $200 kickstarting that.
Right. Now I remember. Oh, I tore your head off.
The second thing I've ever kickstarted. Do you know the other thing I've kickstarted?
I don't know. Was it something Mega Man related?
Tangentially, but not literally.
What is it?
Shovel Knight?
Yeah.
Shovel Knight's
what was
pretty
the
good,
Shovel
man.
Knight thing?
Well, like, Shovel Knight was just like an indie game that needed money, and it was like, it was very like sort of Mega Man-esque. It had the whole like retro graphic aesthetic, and you play as a character who fights like a set of like themed bosses. But, like, it's slightly more, like, story emphasis, and the main character doesn't, like, steal power from the bosses the way that Mega Man does, but rather, like, he, like, searches for treasure that he digs up that has different powers unique to every level.
Oh, that's cool.
But that game's really cool. I like it a lot. I like, played, like, a decent way through it when it, like, launched after I'd, you know, gotten it via the Kickstarter, and then just, like, never really got around to finishing it. And then I streamed it not that long ago, just like start to finish. It's good. I like that game.
Cool.
You ever you ever back or any of those things?
Yeah, I did an Indiegogo campaign for a product called OmniCharge, which was basically a portable USB charger that also had a AC port on it, so you could like plug a regular like wall plug into it.
Yeah, that's cool.
It'll give my laptop, my 15-inch MacBook Pro, about probably 50% from dead, maybe 75. And it comes with its own special charger. But the thing that actually turned out to be, and I got it on a whim because it was an add-on for an extra $20. But the thing that turned out to be the best was the Qi charging. It was an optional extra to get it with a Qi charger. You know, like wireless charging.
Okay, yeah.
And I got it, and, you know, not having one at the time, but then the iPhone X came out, which I got.
All right.
And that has a Qi charging, so I actually use it as my bedside daily charger. Which is probably not good for it. I have it plugged in all the time, but it's really great to travel with.
Yeah.
Because I can, you know, how many times have you been to a hotel or someone's house where you can't actually plug your phone in right next to your bed?
Yeah, I mean, that happens a decent amount, where, like, you know, I think you do too, but, like, I use a smartwatch now, and so, like, often it'll be, like, I want to charge my phone and my watch and, like, maybe my, like, iPad if I'm, like, doing stuff when I'm traveling, and it's, like, how often do you have, like, all of those available, like, on the same outlet? Like, most places, that's not a thing.
Right, so this is pretty great, is because I can have it fully charged when I get somewhere, and I can leave it by my bedside, no matter where my bedside is, and then charge my phone overnight, and then just charge it during the day when I'm not around, whether I'm at someone's house or what have you. Upgrade point gained. Don't give a shit. Where do I go now?
I think you have 61 of those. I don't know. Keep this way.
Great, this way. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. I also backed a Kickstarter for, or was it Indiegogo, for a thing called Moondrop, which is literally just a fidget toy. That has that it's a little metal rod that has a cuff around it that's magnetic, and the cuff falls. There's, you know, enough magnets in it so that the cuff falls at the same speed that it would fall if it was just an object on the moon.
That's weird. I'm not sure.
It's pretty useless, but
Yeah.
it's fun to like play around with.
It sounds like a
You know, it's
cool
like an
thing,
office.
but like
It's like a desk toy.
Yeah, it obviously doesn't serve like a super practical purpose, but it does sound cool.
Yeah. Oh, you know, I probably should have used these guys to, wasn't there something I had to do? I did, like, kill 5 dudes? Oh,
Something BFG? Lots of
25...
BFG?
Those were not 25 dudes, so...
It was not, no. I mean, I'm pretty sure that will work like similar ones we've done in the past that are, like, cumulative throughout the levels, so those may have counted as, like, 5 toward the 25. It's mildly concerning that that's a mission it wants you to do, but, like, I don't think we've seen so much as a Sebastian the Crab of ammo for the BFG.
I think I saw a dude drop one at one point. Ow. Ow. Oh, hey.
By the way, they have announced a date at E3 for Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's sometime next year, yeah. It's supposed to be this year, and it's not, and color me surprised.
Hey, are you excited for Elder Scrolls 6?
I heard about it, but I've honestly looked. I haven't looked at anything. I know
there's nothing to
other
see.
Than...
There's a like 8-second trailer of literally just like motherfucker, like it's just like you know, like a video of like mist, and then like you see a world, and that's it.
I mean, my concern is that
damn it, motherfucker.
No, that's unfortunate. My concern is that we haven't finished porting Skyrim to every conceivable device yet, so I'm really not sure we're ready for a next installment.
Did you see the comedy sketch about that? That was pretty fucking funny. Hashtag dating this episode.
Was that something they did for E3 or?
Yeah, they produced it, and it was what's his name? Keegan-Michael Key and Peele, not the one that won all the awards for Get Out, the other one.
The tall one, right?
Yeah. He did a sketch where he was playing Skyrim via Alexa. So it was like text adventure.
Yeah. I heard about that. I didn't realize that was a recent thing. But what I also heard was like, I don't know if it's actually true it's been released, but like that there may be an app that like literally lets you do that.
What, really? No.
I'm not sure. I heard it from an unreliable source, so I'm not sure, but that was the impression I got from what they said.
That's got to be someone like saw the video and thought it was real.
Maybe.
There's no way that's actually real. Well, anyway, it was very funny. You should watch it. It's a fun little video.
That sort of reminds me of the fact that I recently finally watched Get Out for the first time.
No, I haven't seen it still.
Oh, yeah? I gotta be honest with you, and I'm not gonna spoil anything. I think it's really overhyped.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I haven't really watched it, is like people have been talking about it so much, I feel like there's no way it's gonna live up.
The problem I have with it is that...
Oh, hello.
It's basically all premise. Like, there's no characters and nothing happens.
That's a problem.
Like, the movie just sort of ended at a point and I was like, oh.
Oh, it's over.
Okay.
Here's some BFG ammo. I should have used it. The
Sure,
problem with the infinite rockets is that you run out.
How do you mean?
Infinite rockets.
Oh, so it says without reloading, but that means you just burn through all your ammo in one shot?
Yeah, and it burns through a lot more ammo than a single shot does.
I sort of didn't put that together. I kind of thought that since it was like such a high-level upgrade and we're in the last level and everything, that it was just like rockets for days. But it's like rockets for one day.
Yeah, it's like rockets for like, a nice afternoon.
Yeah. If only there was some sort of competitive league that you could employ all of those rockets in that lovely afternoon. What do you think that would be like?
I haven't played Rocket League in ages.
I believe that.
I'm playing it all the fucking time. I haven't played it in ages. I also, oddly enough, haven't played Spark in ages. I've just been a fucking lazy ass. I've been playing Dishonored 2, actually. Which is great, by the way, and I highly recommend.
Have you been playing it in VR?
Oh, motherfuck. Oh, hey.
Maybe?
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, bullshit.
Oh, what the hell?
Bullshit.
Oh, that's some weird hit detection stuff, where it was like, detecting that you had fallen a certain amount from a cliff, but like without you actually like falling into a dead zone.
Yeah.
Dude, if that should happen in Lyoko, like everyone would be fucking dead.
Now I gotta do all this bullshit again.
Actually, this kind of does look a little bit like the desert sector in Lyoko. So like, I know you've never seen Code Lyoko because why the fuck would you? But
no, I have not.
You know, it's in this like weird like early 2000s style like rendered computer world thing, and like everything is all like floating islands and disconnected paths and stuff. So like some of these areas of hell actually look very much like the desert sector, just because of the coloration.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Code Lyoko is really funny to me. It's a really funny show. It's not supposed to be. I mean, it has some humorous moments in it, but those are rarely the things that are funny. In fact, usually those are the worst parts.
Yeah, I get it. Trying too hard.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. There's also this funny thing, because, like, I believe the original dialogue is all French. And so,
right.
like, some of the humorous stuff, like, ends up not translating well because of, like, the weird pacing, where, like, something would be, like, a normal expression to say in French, and, like, it's just not even close to a thing that makes sense in English. Right. So, like, someone will have to say, like, a small paragraph in the span of, like, 1.5 seconds or something in order to sell the joke, and it just comes across like... You're like, oh, okay.
Got it. French. Understand.
Nailed it. So yeah, apparently the ultimate... Oh, what is... Oh, it's... You updated the map! I'm proud of you.
Wasn't there a button over here that I pressed last time?
I don't know.
Like up on the... Oh, I can't get back up. Alright, whatever. Who gives a shit? Charge!
If only Ezio was here, I'm sure he would have made a way for you to get back up.
I know. It's really sad that that's not actually within RC canon, as it were.
It's funny, though, because, like, on a recent stream with... I just finished playing Detroit Become Human this past weekend.
Oh, you finished it? How'd you like it?
Yeah. I like the game. Like, The ending is a little disappointing just because it's what you would expect as a conclusion based on the story given to you from Quantic Dream. But, like, it does not sour the experience. It's just sort of like, I would like for them to have transcended their previous limits, but it's like, okay, it's still Quantic Dream.
Right.
But I do like the game a lot. I think it does a lot of things well, and... It's some of the best use of mocap I've seen, certainly in video games, but maybe just in general. Like, it's
nice.
pretty good.
It's not too Uncanny Valley.
No, it's like, I mean, you've seen Heavy Rain. I don't know if you've seen any, like, clips from Beyond Two Souls. I swear to God, like, I feel like Beyond Two Souls came from some, like, transhistoric warp, and it was, like, the first game ever made by Quantic Dream, because it feels like it's worse at everything than all other Quantic Dream games. It's so bad. And it's, like... the second most recent one now that Detroit has been released. But I think I mentioned previously how, like, there's this sort of, like, Android motif to, like, your interface and how, like, you can sort of, like, pause to see your objectives and stuff. And so there was some point during the stream where I was, like, I sort of just, like, lost track of myself for a minute and I was like, wait, what's the thing it wants me to do? What am I looking for in this room? And then, like, all of chat was just like, use that eagle vision your ancestors gave you.
Yes.
It's like, I don't know how we got here, but I'm glad we're here.
That's legit.
See,
Oh, there's
quad damage.
I shouldn't pick that.
I knew like, if it's going to be the last level, they're going to give us power-ups. They're going to give us quad damage, and they're going to give us berserk. These are clearly the good ones.
Yeah, berserk's really legit. Oh my god, stop. Alright, the music has started. That means enemies are coming.
You don't know that.
I'm gonna wait until they actually show up to start doing shit. Oh, there's one.
The question is, are you going to commit any of your life resource to trying to finish that BFG mission? Because it sure seems like a lot of pain.
Yeah, it does. The problem is that I'm at cross purposes here, right? Because I need to use the BFG in order to kill 2 of those guys at once. Right. Here's some ammo for it. I don't know if that achieved killing anyone at all.
It killed 2.
Bullshit! Anyway,
I mean, it's
also
also
need
problematic.
BFG
There's
ammo
like
to
a
kill.
bunch of pillars and stuff, which make it harder to like.
Yeah.
I don't know. The game just isn't actually designed for you to use the BFG, which makes it frustrating. Because like, the effect of the BFG is very powerful. Like, granted, but like, the game is almost designed specifically so you can't make use of it. Like it's good at clearing large numbers of enemies and enemies in open spaces, neither of which really occur in any great volume after you obtain it.
Hang on, sorry, I have to concentrate on not dying.
That's okay.
I failed. I failed at doing that thing.
I'm pretty sure I had cut you off, so I was feeling bad about it until you were like, "I'm not talking anyway." So.
Who needs to talk? Talking is overrated.
Is overrated.
All right, let's try that again.
No, it's not. Let's just sit here.
Where does this spawn me? Okay, or at least it's at least.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't notice that before. When you enter this area, a demonic voice just says, "Kill him."
Yep.
I'm gonna guess that might be the devil, TM.
If he's not TM'd his name, he definitely needs to work on that shit, because it's used everywhere.
It's really awkward. Someone, like he just didn't really think that the .com boom was, like, a real thing, so someone got, like, thedevil.com, and he had to pay, like, a fortune to get that shit back, man.
I bet.
What do they call it? Like cyber squatting or something? When you just get like a domain name that like you assume someone will want and will like pay you money for?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's the internet. They have names for fucking everything these days. Speaking of completely unrelated things.
Yes. I am frequently doing
Are you caught up on Westworld? Or
I was catching up last night, but I haven't seen the one that aired last night or the one before that. So the last one
I saw the one that aired last night.
Okay.
I was watching a bunch last night, and I got to where I thought I was out, and then all of a sudden I had another one, so I'm assuming that's what happened.
Yeah, that would make sense. The last one I saw was... What's, like, the least spoilery way I can clarify this? The one after the hosts do the thing with the train.
Oh, I think that is the most recent one. Or it's the second most recent one. Or maybe I haven't seen the one from last night.
Maybe you haven't seen the one last night? There should have been one last... Or wait, maybe I'm counting last night's as the one I haven't seen because I picked it up on the East Coast feed. Maybe that's what happened.
This is a fun conversation for everyone.
Yes, this is very helpful to everyone.
Oh, apparently I'm up here now. Oh, some more BFG ammo.
Well, I think ones like that I think will spawn every time. So, like, my question before was, like, will you dedicate life resource? Because, like, you could farm this area. What you could essentially do to make sure you complete the BFG task is to, like, spawn in this area, kill a bunch of people with one shot of the gun, jump off a cliff, and do it again.
You're right, I could do that.
So the question is, do you want to spend your time on that?
No, I don't give that many shits. Like, if I can do it, like, just by accident, like, just by, like, playing the game and, like, oh, I did it, great. Then, like, I'll do it, but...
I mean, I feel like there's some issue also of, like, what good does it do you at this point?
Right. Like, all my weapons are super upgraded, so, like, what more can I do to them?
Well, even at that, like, don't you have, like, 60 unused upgrade points, for one?
Yeah, something
but,
like
like, additionally, just... It's like the last level, like, where would this carry over to? What does that do for you?
Yeah. Yeah, this is a very good point. Ow.
I really wish there was an infinite rocket launcher. That would be good.
Oh my god, that'd be so good. Ow.
I really feel like the last level should have, like, it doesn't have to be, like, the final boss or anything at that level, but, like, there should be something in this level that's just, like, you get, like, all of the upgrades simultaneously, or you get, like, a turret that fires missile, like, a turret that fires airplanes that fire missiles with infinite ammo or something. Like, just some section of the game
Or, like, being able to shoot those... Or being able to shoot those, like, angry skull dudes. Just be like, wow, wow,
yeah!
wow, wow, wow.
Just, like, something that's, like, some incredible level of power because you've, like, been such a badass or whatever, you know? Like...
I mean, I'm guessing that they think that the BFG is that.
But that wouldn't make sense because they give it to you too early for them to think that that's the thing. Plus, as I stated earlier, there's not an abundance of ammo for it here, even if it was a good level to use it, which it hasn't been so far.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Hey, look, all the ammo. Great.
Okay, I think I'm out.
Press E to do a thing. More sake.
Oh, just lay the Wraith's soul to rest, obvious. Oh. You're gonna use the Crucible, which is a key of sorts.
I don't think they know what the word Crucible means.
No.
Oh, I have to go...
Oh, thanks, Master Chief. Go that way.
That way?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
So, okay, what the fuck are the Wraiths exactly? Because, like...
Apparently they're, like, dead Doom dudes.
Yeah, but, like, what? It's like there's a whole class of... in this game that has a shortage of unique enemy types. There's a whole class of enemies that are just dead things in this final level.
Must not be allowed to free.
Like, why is that a thing? Why not just make them an enemy type that is unique to this level, at the very least? Like, what the hell?
You know, there are a lot of good questions here, and not a lot of good answers.
Well, I think the good questions are on me, and the lack of good answers are on you. So I'm gonna have to ask you to step it up.
Alright,
to the streets. I'll work on that.
Oh shit, to the streets! He said it. Apparently I can climb that.
Apparently.
Like, wall. I, like, jumped at a wall, and he was like, climb!
He heard you talking
you
about...
die.
What do you think Elder Scrolls 6 would be called?
I mean, I'm assuming it's another world like Skyrim. There were some people that were speculating which
world
it was.
I'm not, like, super up on the Elder Scrolls series. Have any two of them ever been set in the same... In like... Basically, have they ever revisited a world?
I had not even heard of the Elder Scrolls series until Skyrim came out.
Okay.
And I had not even heard of Skyrim until it was, like, out, and people were like, oh shit, I'm playing this forever, and I was like, oh, maybe I should jump on that bandwagon.
There was a lot of poop in a lot of pants when that game came out.
Oh, there was a lot. And you know what? Rightfully so. That game has stood the fucking test of time.
It's really good. I mean, like, the fact that there's a demand to put it on your calculator watch from, like, 1988 tells you that it's a good game that people want to play. Right?
Well, I don't know if there's a demand necessarily. There's certainly the will from the developer.
There's a demand.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a good game. It's a good game for sure. What's my goal here? Just kill the dudes, I guess.
Only you had eco-vision provided from your ancestors.
Yeah, it's just only.
We should just find a way to fucking play that game, which I realize is much easier said than done, but, like, we should just fucking play that game again.
I mean, we could play the new one, the one that's like
not gonna
Egypt
be good.
And shit.
None of the, like, I'm not even sure why Brotherhood was, like, good. Assassin's Creed's just not good.
No, it's really not. It hasn't been good since, like,
it's like 2.
1?
I think 2.
Which one was Ezio in? 2?
Ezio is 2, and, like, Brotherhood is like a spin-off. It's like 2.5. So I would argue that, like, sincerely, and not just because we had fun playing that, but, like, I've played a few since then, and none of them have been good. Like, they're just not.
I love this ability, by the way.
It's a good ability.
It's fucking awesome.
But, like, just the line read of that one guy when he says that dumb thing about he's like, just use the ego vision your ancestors gave you. Like, durr. Like,
so good.
Just, like, so ridiculous. It's like the kind of line read that I would hope that if you didn't want it to be funny, you would definitely be like, okay, but, like, seriously this time. Read it like you're not insulting my intelligence. Like...
Yeah, it's pretty quality.
Why did that guy take, like, 3 full rockets? He's, like, not a heavy class of enemy.
I have no idea. Well, these guys take a lot.
Really?
Yeah. I actually was surprised that he died when he did.
so, like, frail. Look at his stupid body.
I know, you'd think that they would die a little quicker, but they do not.
Yeah.
This is going alright so far.
Yeah, no, this isn't bad. What are your predictions for the rest of the level? What do you think we're gonna get hit with?
I mean, obviously there's a boss. I believe, spoilers, I saw somebody made, like, a fan poster for this game, and they posted it to Reddit recently.
Okay.
And it had, like, you know, all the main enemies, and it showed, you know, generic demon number 6 on it. But it also showed a bigger dude with bigger horns and, like, blue skin instead of red skin. I'm assuming he's the final boss.
Bigger, bluer demon? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, health.
Sounds like
this is not
shooting
going
cross
so well.
purposes.
Yeah, I know. I've exhausted all of the, like, local health. Oh, there's some health that he just
dropped some. Oh, there's a lot of fellows over here.
There are. Ooh, look. Oh, come on, why can't you grab that wall?
I didn't notice the, like, blood sun or the berserk. Was that there the whole time?
Apparently, I didn't notice it.
Well, now's a good time to use it, I think. Where's that big fat fatty?
Well, there's that fatty over there.
You're also upgrading one of your runes somehow.
Great, I'll take it.
It's very helpful. Oh look, single BFG ammo.
Yeah, you're dead now.
Taste it.
Give me one more. Give me one more. Thank you. Yeah, die. More health.
It's funny how much health capacity you have and how little difference it seems to make.
I know, right?
Like, at the same time, though, if you didn't start the level with the capacity you do, this would probably be a giant pain.
Oh my god, it'd be fucking terrible. It'd be fucking terrible.
It just somehow, like, doesn't feel like it's making a difference, even though numerically I can recognize that it must be doing.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It feels like I just have 100.
It does.
And like I'm not like, oh look how long I last because I have all this health. It's just like there's just so many dudes hitting me all the time. Every now and then I pay attention to when I actually lose health, and it's really depressing because it's all the time. I'm like, oh, I didn't lose that much health, and then I notice that I used to have full armor, and now it's all gone.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really understand how they tweak the numbers, but like, yeah, you take hits. You take hits in this game.
Yeah, oh, hey, look who it is. I have to kill two of them with one shot,
you're trying
right?
to get two of them. So maybe another one spawn on the other side and you can lure them to kiss or something? Make them touch, as it were?
Look out. You die. And you die. I only see the one, though. Where the fuck is the other one?
No, that's not him. Maybe there isn't one? To be clear, I was assuming that they might have spawned symmetrically, because that would make sense.
You'd think they'd give me... You think
you
they'd
would,
give me
you
more
would
than
think
one.
that, yeah. I certainly would. No go?
No, I think these are the only two enemies left in the level. Unless killing that one will cause the the other one to spawn, but I'm not optimistic about this. Yeah. You know, the minute I kill him, another one's gonna show up.
Yeah, it seems likely, but like, maybe the thing that will happen is that you'll kill the one and two will spawn.
Okay, cool. For a second, I thought that didn't succeed, and I was gonna be really pissed.
Definitely seemed like it didn't.
All right, where do I go now?
I don't know. It's actually sometimes difficult to tell when the BFG has done its job as expected.
I know.
Because
Well,
like,
it,
as
like,
far as the
latches
green
onto
energy, and
dudes.
sometimes it's
Okay.
just like, okay, and then they'll die, and like sometimes it'll do the same thing, and then just like no one dies, and you're like, well, what's the difference?
All right, my sake is gone, so we have to finish the level pretty quick, otherwise I'm gonna, you know, die.
Well, I mean, in fairness, if you look at your experience gauge, which has again been a consistent indicator of level progress, decent way through.
Yeah, I know. Does that mean the game's almost over? Let's go.
You're gonna do it.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about it?
I'm excited.
Down into the
you know,
hole.
like I really am hoping that they provide us like some, because I don't know. I think you feel the same way that I do. That like
It needs to be
I
epic.
feel like the game length is maybe a little bit longer than it should be. Not that the game itself is bad, just that they didn't have enough ideas to fill this many levels, really. So like, I'm kind of hoping that they save something really cool for the end.
Yeah, there's just not enough like difference. Like things don't get. Like once this dude shows up, like that was the cool part, right? You're like, oh shit, look at that crazy dude. And then after that, all the enemies were just there. Like there wasn't any introduction to them. Where like, oh shit, this is really scary. You know what I mean?
It's reasonably accurate, yeah.
And now they're just fucking throwing them at me 4 or 5 at a time.
Yeah.
And they're also dying 4 or 5 at a time. So it's like, what's
I mean, like your power level is definitely increased to compensate for that much. So it's not unreasonable. But I do agree that sort of detracts from the experience of like, oh my god, it's one of those.
Yeah. Oh, hello again.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the finale holds. And it's good because, you know, since they've just announced Doom Eternal, the next Doom game, like, you'll be ready to play that one when it comes out.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Of course, does that have, like, an actual release date, or is that just, like, it's coming?
I don't know. But it seems like every game from E3 this year is just like, it's coming.
Yeah, it does seem that way to me.
Like, there's lots of dudes to kill. Alright, great. My fucking thing ran out already.
It's fine, you weren't using it.
I fucking love just, like, always rockets. It's the best power-up. This gun was real dumb until that existed.
I mean, I can't help but feel as though we should have been reading things earlier, because that was just literally a reward for reading your skill tree, more or less.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point.
I see what you did
might as
there.
well use it since there was ammo right there, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good call.
You, give me health. Thank you. Did he give me health? I didn't see.
He did.
Damn it.
That guy took some away.
Fuck it, why not?
Eh.
There's a lot of guys
Got the ammo
here.
for it.
Just gotta find the right
Yeah, you just gotta get your angle or whatever.
Yeah, whatever, let's do that. I killed some dudes.
You killed some dudes. So yeah, there's the
So do you think the BFG will, like, do a good job of killing the final boss? Oh, I'm not allowed to go there.
Yeah, I don't think... I was gonna say, like, I would be surprised if you could get up there, because it seems like the point is to kill the guys to open the door to get to there, because that's where the last wraith soul or whatever is.
Right.
Sorry, what was your question before we had that?
I don't remember. I've had too much sake. It's over. Forget it. More
was it a
ammo.
question about the sake? I don't think I could answer questions about your sake in fairness.
You need to get on that shit, man. Why not? Where's your sake knowledge, Vasco?
I mean, I pretty much don't know anything about alcohol for reasons that I don't drink alcohol.
That would do it. Please, Mr. Mancubus, enjoy my rockets to your face.
I spend all of my, like, money and brain space that could be used on, like, understanding and drinking alcohol on instead knowing all the magic cards ever printed and buying some large quantity of them.
It seems good.
It's not bad.
They're
I'm
definitely
really
worse
struggling
ways
to
spend your money.
update some
Oh,
of
look who
my
it is.
decks. You know, I made, like, a couple of decks for when I visited Boston earlier this year, and some of them, primarily the Jace deck, needed some work. The Jace deck was really good at stopping you from having fun, and not good at doing anything other than that. So,
Hey, well, you know, that's a skill, anyway, right?
I mean, it's a skill, but it's also not the intended purpose of the deck. Oh, is it time to shoot 2 of those guys, I wonder?
It might be. I believe there are currently 2 of them in the world, but, you know, I'm moving a little too fast
It's
right
difficult
now,
to tell. There's a lot of things happening. Oh, that guy is...
Yeah, there's 2
Oh,
of them.
yeah, there's 2 of them. Yeah, this is clearly the one place in the level where you're intended to be able to do that from the looks.
Yep. We'll see if I can pull it off. Oh, I died.
Oh, that's unfortunate. What is the deal with these portals, do you think? Like, why do they keep just adding more portals to these areas where you fight? They don't seem very helpful or interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess it's the idea is like, oh, if you're surrounded and you're near a portal, you go into it, and then you're suddenly on the other side of the level.
I
I just
guess.
like you move so quickly and can jump so far that like it's almost irrelevant. Like, oh, where do I go next? Well, how about way up here, way out of the way? Great, good times.
Yeah, I'm just not sold
Ow!
on him.
Well, I'll try to use them more this time. We'll see. We'll see what happens. There's also
Sure.
the launcher things. So
Yeah,
why?
but I
why
mean,
do
like, the
care?
launchers are like... I don't know, I guess they serve a similar function. Like, the launchers are just more direct in that they, like, literally aim you up and out of the way, whereas the portal... I mean, like, honestly, a good number of the portals are still sort of on ground level, so they don't seem extremely helpful in that respect. At least the launcher's sort of, like, not all the enemy types can attack you from that kind of range.
Give me health, please. Oh, I did it again.
You did some amount of damage
Oh,
to
I
yourself.
really hate the charging guys. They suck so much. I'm about to die.
No, there's all this
Please pick
blue.
up all of the health. Let's go through this portal. Hey,
Look at you.
how about this?
How about it?
How about no one to kill while I have quad damage? Oh, great. I just
Oh
did
no!
quad damage
You did
myself.
quad damage to yourself!
I did a little bit.
Womp, womp.
Alright, good times. So we're going to gather all this health. Those guys will die. This guy's going to attack me. Who wants rockets? Rockets all day, son. That worked.
One also died.
How are they shooting at me already as I just jumped through the portal?
Again, this feels like an issue that makes the portals less than extremely helpful.
Seriously. They see the motherfucker's like, oh, he's over there. Like, how? How even?
Stealth mechanics, man. Stealth mechanics.
Apparently. I'm sorry, but why are they giving me shotgun ammo? Is there some, like, secret tech achievement
tech.
for completing the game only using the shotgun or something?
I could very easily see them making that, like, an actual achievement. Some,
Because that gun is
Evil
fucking
Dead sort of
useless now.
quote reference thing. Like, this is my boomstick or whatever.
Right. Are you sad, by the way, that show is over? Did you watch it at all?
I didn't, you know, I still haven't actually seen the original movies.
No?
No, like, I'm led to believe there's something I would like, but, like, they're also very much the sort of thing that, like, no one else in my family would have liked, so, like, I don't know how I would have found out about it until I was an adult. Like...
Yeah, right. I hear you. I'm using
And at
them
that
portals,
point,
man. It's working.
I don't know.
I'm surviving.
Yeah, I think you're doing good. Like, I don't know how you feel about it, but there's some things that, like, if you reach, like, adulthood and you haven't, like, watched them or done them or whatever, it's just like, oh, it's so hard to be asked.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big horror fan. I know that the later ones are more camp than horror.
Yeah.
But
I mean, like I think the
you know,
early
I
ones are
obviously wanna
supposed
put
to be,
in the
like,
work.
unintentionally camp too, right? Like, they're intended as horror,
I don't even
but, like,
know.
they don't... I get the impression they don't necessarily pull it off as actual horror.
Right, the music is picked up and I hear lots of yelling. Alright, there's this guy.
Yeah, I don't generally like horror
Ow.
very much. But, like, there's certainly some horror movies I've appreciated. There have actually been, like, some over the last, like, year or so that have seemed kind of interesting to me, but I just didn't get around to seeing them because I don't really prioritize horror. Well, I
Anything in
really wanted
particular?
to see Happy Death Day because it's Groundhog's Day plus, like, murder. Plus,
Oh,
like,
I didn't know
Groundhog's
that.
Day
I've never
time
heard
loop
of that.
things.
That
And
sounds
then, like,
fun.
yeah, it sounded interesting. Like, I think the premise was similar to, like, certain, like, video game plots that I have liked. Was like, she's supposed to break the time loop by figuring out who murders her. So it's, like, kind of a mystery thriller more than necessarily horror. But I think
Oh,
it's
that's
supposed
cool.
to
I
dig
dig that.
like, also a horror. Like, I think it's.
I could
intended as
really
that.
use some help, by the way. Just saying.
There's a
Oh,
bunch.
there it is. Oh, great, and I died.
Oh wow, that's some fucking bullshit. What that is.
What are we
And
gonna
then,
do, man?
I feel like there was another one I can't think of, but then I think the same people who did Happy Death Day, like, about a year later, released something. What was it called? That also looks kind of good? but like not for as obvious of a reason of like literally just if you like staple Groundhog's Day onto something that I'm vaguely interested in, I'll be excited about it.
I mean, Groundhog Day, it was a great fucking movie, man.
It is. I mean, the thing is, like I like Groundhog's Day. It is a great movie. But, like, Groundhog's Day itself is kind of a particular example of Groundhog's Day / like, stable time loop, like, trope. Mm-hmm. Because, like, it has the whole, like, existential, like, dark comedy aspect to it, which is not necessary for it to be an example of a sort of, like, Groundhog's Day scenario.
Right. Right, like, it's like two sort of tropes put together that, like, don't necessarily need to function
right. So, like,
together.
So, like, even though I like Groundhog's Day, I wouldn't necessarily say that, like, all of the things I like for that thing that makes me excited about Groundhog's Day are all things you would like just because you like that movie. If that made any sense.
Did I ever send you that sketch, by the way, that was like, oh, dude, are you Groundhog Daying? He's like, I'm Groundhog Daying. It's like, how many skills did you learn? It's like, I can play the piano, I can juggle.
You definitely did not send me this.
Oh, it was so good. I think I saved it on Reddit. I'll have to send it to you.
Yeah,
it was really funny.
It sounds like something I would really like. Like,
oh my god, it's like way up your alley.
I think one of the reasons I like the idea of the Groundhog's Day so much is the sort of, like, the conceit that, like, you can obtain perfect knowledge and, like, live a perfect day.
Right.
Which is kind of like, how many skills did you learn? But, like, there's something, like, really entertaining to me. Because, like, a lot, not all of them, but, like, I would say the majority of, like, Groundhog's Day type stories have, like, some point in time where, like, all the minutia of, like, living through some day, like, some person just, like, accurately predicts everything, like, mildly sidesteps some person who's gonna, like, trip bringing out glasses of lemonade to their guests or whatever, you know, just, like, they just, like, know everything. I always find that shit really funny, where like, they'll, like, say the exact specific phrase that someone else says every day, like, before they can even say it, and then they're just like, what's going on?
It's really satisfying.
Yeah, there's something about that just really appeals to me. Like, even though it's usually done in a similar way, it, like, never stops being entertaining to me.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's kind of like imitations, right? Like, when you see somebody do an impression of, like, fucking Christopher Walken, even if they're not a funny comedian, like, as long as they do a good imitation, you're like, oh, that's
there's something satisfying of just, like, you know, like, I get that. Like, I understand the sort of humor that accompanies, like, doing this that way.
Right. Can we just talk about the amount of quad damage required to kill a Mancubus is fucking enormous?
I mean, Mancubus is a health sack. Like, he's made of hit points and nothing else. I think that's why he dies when you take the tube out, is that the tube is just pumping more health points directly into his brain.
I think you're
and
right
then when you just sever that connection, he's just out of points.
Alright, has the music changed, or is it just a lull because I killed too many people?
I think that was what the change sounds like. Wrong? Maybe I'm wrong?
Ugh! Not intentional.
Obviously.
It's crazy that they just, like, fucking know where you are as soon as you step through the thing.
Yeah, that is annoying. And it's something I'm not sure I fully would have appreciated had we not done this experiment with the portal, but it really serves the purpose of highlighting that, nah, that really doesn't seem very useful.
Damn it.
I mean, that was still a net gain, but it was pretty annoying.
Hang on. Not you, not you.
God, there's so many, like, fucking things happening right now. Can you chainsaw this guy?
Oh, I can fucking chainsaw that guy. Well, it used up a lot of my chainsaw, though. Oh, no!
Oh, no!
I'm so sorry!
It's not your fault.
Oh, my God. This is gonna be a long one, folks. I'm sorry. I'm trying real hard. Alright. Shake it off. Shake it off. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Woo! Here we go. Spacebar. Attack!
We should give Cotillion an interesting challenge. He can edit down the episode, and he should only include words that have a minimum of 3 vowels in them, and we'll see what our sentences sound like.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism. pneumono
Just
server
by the way,
coniosis or something. Ow.
Please do not do this. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Rockets are the answer.
Are they?
The question, this game.
That makes a certain amount of sense. Did you hear? I saw some. I guess I heard a clip of it. Some internet video where like Alexa is programmed to like, quote, play the name game.
Yes, I have seen this.
And they were using that word that you were just trying to remember the full form of because it's like an 80-syllable word. And like it did not sound very satisfying when applied to that rhyming scheme.
No, it did not. It does not work at all.
It doesn't. What's weird is like I feel like the premise of that video is like, see, she can do it, but it's like, nah. I would argue that was definitely not really successful. Do you have any of those like voice-activated home assistant things like Alexa or
Nah,
Google
fuck that
Home
shit.
or
I don't need that shit.
I just like I don't
It's too creepy. And you know me, like I'm all for like put technology in my home. I want it.
Yeah,
but, like, I don't know. I don't have enough. Like if I had a smart home. Right?
Yeah,
like
that's
if
the
I
thing.
had like smart bulbs and shit, I'd be like, Alexa, turn on the fucking lights and shit.
I think you and I are sort of in the same mind of this. It's like I don't think I mind the idea inherently. There's like some amount of like uncertainty about Skynet and how much it's listening, whatever. But like, my bigger concern is just like it seems like an expensive thing for like few practical purposes I would use it for.
Well, they're
like,
pretty cheap now. They're like $35, $50, something like that.
What's for like limited versions of them, which I guess is probably what I would like.
That's all you need. You don't need the one with the nice speaker and all that shit.
Yeah.
Just like get a real speaker. The speaker isn't all that nice. Oh my god! Fucking die.
Hey, we've been playing games for years. It seems weird for you to suddenly turn on me like this, but
I gotta
you
say,
and I
I
are
actually
enemies
really
now,
enjoy
then.
the remote detonate feature because so many times I'm like, I'm gonna miss. I should explode it right now, and then I actually do something productive.
I like how much we've discussed the remote detonate feature and like various feelings on it. I feel like we've pretty much covered every possible iteration of like, it's good but not that good. I'm really glad I have it. It's useless.
I mean, it has its moments, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it very much seems like that's the sort of thing it is. It's like, I understand the idea behind it. It seems kind of difficult to use, but if you use it right, it's very useful at those times.
Alright. We can do
And
this.
someone just got
We're
like
having some
bingo
success.
on like useless
There's some
renegade
motherfuckers now.
constabulary.
Where is the... There it is. Must achieve this button. You die now. Please enjoy this.
I feel like you should make all of your shots purple, but your shots are still blue.
I know.
Discuss.
You die. And you die.
It'd be really
Alright,
cool
we're
if there
doing
was, like, only in this last level, if there was, like, the octo damage power up. Double quad damage.
Oh my god, that'd be so good.
You fire, like, the pistol at the boss and it dies. One shot. Wow!
Oh. There they are. I did it!
You did the
Fuck
thing!
yeah! Fuck yeah!
And you only have to kill, like, 2 more with a single BFG shot, and then...
Look at all this health.
Yeah, I know, there's all the health.
Oh, I think it's over.
Yeah, I think you cleared the area.
Oh shit, I'm so good at this game.
All you gotta do is kill 2 things with 1 BFG shot, and then you do all the things you don't need to accomplish. Eh?
Wow, really? Every one of them? Really?
Well, like, check it.
Oh no, I still got
no,
a
that's
skull
skull
switch.
switches.
Fuck that shit, that's never happening.
What, you don't want to go back and find the skull switches by, like, restarting the entire level? Because that's probably the only way to do it at this point?
Ask me how many shits I give.
I'd prefer for you just to tell me.
So few fucking shits do I give.
Let me
Press
see.
the button.
I bet if we had listened to one of those flavor text rocks, it would explain why all the wraiths are dead, but they're somehow still powering an angry sun in hell.
Yeah.
This game offers a lot of questions and really no information.
Oh, Jesus. Did you hear that? It was just like, ah! It was like Harold is just like in there being like, oh, I'm sad.
Yeah, I did sort of hear that, yeah.
What do I do? Where do I go? This way.
Follow the diamond. Don't know where I expect it to lead you, but follow it. Oh,
Okay.
it's
Oh,
Master
hey.
Chief's. Master's
Master
Chief?
Chiefs.
Down the hole.
Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that, but apparently that's what I did. Oh, shit. This has got to be the end. Oh, hey, lady.
Close the well. Oh, yeah, it's Olivia. Sup, Liv?
You-
Promised me so much.
You don't look well.
They
your hair
clearly
is
did
like
not-
slightly disconnected from your head. What do we got?
She's kind of a crap villain, really.
Yeah. Yeah, she sucked. I'm glad she's gone. Good riddance. I don't miss those guys. Do you miss those guys? What do we got?
Wow. I think I might end up missing them because now we got a stew going, and it's an angry Krang brain stew.
So that was not what I was expecting. So this game might not be
No.
over yet.
You think it might be double boss?
Yeah, I think we might be in sort of that situation.
Let's see.
That did not do very much damage.
No, it didn't, but honestly, it's taking damage at a much faster clip than that stupid cockroach boss. The thing was indestructible.
Oh man, that
I'm
thing
really
sucks
surprised
so
that we're
much.
not still fighting it.
Yeah. Right?
What
Ow,
bizarre
that was a mistake.
creature this is.
I'm just gonna guns you until you die. How's that sound? With his health.
I mean, it's worked for us in other games. I don't know why it wouldn't apply here.
It's not doing anything.
I mean, it occasionally flops over and shoots fire out of its dick. I'm not even just saying, it's literally doing it. Like, look at it right now. It's actually
Yeah.
doing it.
Ow.
Did it heal at some point? I feel like you had it down to approximately this much life previously.
Oh.
Wow, it stepped right the hell on you.
Yep. I don't know. This is gonna be hard, folks. This is not gonna be an easy one. I also don't anticipate that we will finish the game in this episode, which is really bumming me out.
My thought at this moment is that we may have to split this in two, but I don't think there's more levels, so I don't know that there would be a good place to, like, you know, intermission or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
What? That's a new one! Did he do that before?
He did do that before, yes.
I didn't notice that shit. I think I was too busy being angry about IHOB. I'm really upset about this.
Yeah, tell me about your feelings on IHOB.
Okay, look. I know that IHOP is like a joke, right? Like it's a place that like people don't actually like. I like it. I like IHOP. I like the International House of Pancakes. It's a place you can go for slightly above average but reliable breakfast food.
Yeah. I mean, slightly above average is debatable, but you know, it's fine.
I think slightly above average. I feel like average breakfast food from a restaurant is probably closer to some like garbage fast food restaurants like morning menu. I feel like there's just enough volume in the restaurant industry of stuff at that quality that IHOP is slightly above that. But so like last week they just decided they're like, oh, you know what? We're flipping our lids. We're going from IHOP to IHOP. And we're not going to tell you what that means until Monday, which is today. Hashtag dating this episode. Hashtag really dating this episode because today is the day where they like officially announce what the B is. So now they want to go by the International House of Burgers, which has got to be the dumbest thing I've heard in my life. Like, I just don't understand. Yeah, they're changing their signs and their menus. Like, they're serious about it.
Wait, really? I thought that was like a weird joke.
I don't believe so. I mean, like, I haven't physically been to a location in the, like, week since they've started doing this stuff. But I am led to believe that, like, they have seriously, like, changed all this branding and, like, invested all this money to be the International House of Burgers. Which is fucking stupid because no one goes, like I think I understand the point. Oh, apparently you have to stand on a thing. Cool.
Yeah. I got that later.
I mean, my presumption is that the reason for all of this is because, you know, IHOP is open all day, but really only profitable in the first half of the day, most of the time.
Right, so they're like, how can we make more money?
Right, and so they're like, well, naturally, we'll expand out into, like, other meals. Now, granted, IHOP already sold burgers, which is also a reason for me to be mad about this. Like, it's not a new thing that they have burgers. They've had burgers forever.
Right.
And they like serve dinner food and stuff. Like this isn't new, but they're like acting like it's new, and more importantly, they're acting like they're so goddamn clever. Like their whole like social media presence. Because like I follow IHOP on Twitter not because I'm a lunatic, although I am, but because I simply want to know when like pancake promotions are, so I can go and get like free Pancake Day pancakes and shit.
Which is fair.
So, but like because of this, I've been like keenly aware of this whole process happening, like start to finish. What is wrong with this gross?
I don't know. It's making a lot of gross fucking noises now.
Ugh, jeez. And so like the whole time on Twitter, like people are just like, we just like pancakes. Like, what are you doing? And they're like, we promise it will be worth it. And like just stupid, like mundane shit like that. That's like not even a pun.
I murdered it.
You did? I'm wondering, what's it gonna do?
I don't know, I'm trying to stay out of its way.
It has tiny hands. They went away. So, the monster was inside Olivia all along? Question mark? Oh, you have to do a...
Of course I have to. Oh yeah. Does this use one of my BFG ammos? Because I'm not cool with that.
If it does, it should also count it as one of the two you're supposed to kill.
Yeah,
pretty
amen.
Quick work of it.
Yeah, that wasn't actually so hard. You just had to make sure to shoot it in the brain. Why do they bother dropping ammo if I can't pick it up? This is an excellent question.
Maybe it's for some other game mode? I don't know. So, now we fight Discount Optimus Prime. He's the final boss?
It's over. You stopped the invasion and closed the portal. But it's come at a price.
Uh-oh.
Argent, Vega, this entire operation. You see, I've watched you work. Come to understand your motivation.
Yeah, to fuck you over, motherfucker. That's what my motivation is. Fuck you, robot dude.
To kill them all, leave nothing behind.
Yeah.
And you may be right.
I mean, at this point, I think we've already done that.
Shut it all down. Without Argent energy, it will be worse. I don't expect you to agree.
No, you know, we got along fine without Argent energy, so... Hey, that's mine.
We can continue our work.
No, we shouldn't do that.
He's gonna be like, neener, neener, boo, boo.
In this story, I do what I do because there is no choice.
This is... See, the problem with this is that him as a villain, he's a robot, and I don't know, like, what his deal is.
Our time is up.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't see him as, like, coming from a history of humanity. I see him as coming from, like, a history of robotics. Oh, Jesus, that's a sword now.
Wait, why didn't we do that?
Until we
That's a great question. Are you gonna send me to hell? No, you're just gonna walk away. Bye!
He said he couldn't kill you, although I'm unclear as to why.
Is that the game?
Fucking seriously?
Is that the end?
Can't be the end,
dude,
right? That's
dude
so
took my
stupid.
sweet-ass sword and game over?
That's
I
dumb.
mean, there's
That
probably,
cannot...
like, fucking DLC or whatever, but what?
Is there DLC for this?
I think so. There's a 4K version, at least. Credits roll? Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah?
This feels like credits. Oh. It's the worst gun. That's the credits. That's the credits. We beat the game. Game over.
Huh.
Where was that guy? That's the guy. Where was that guy? Did we ever see that guy?
I think we fought him one of the earlier levels.
Oh, maybe we did.
Like, before we even saw this guy.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Squished bug brain guy.
The boss was lame. That's
Yeah,
alright.
I mean, like,
So-
his visual design was cool, but, like, I don't know. That wasn't that cool
Alright.
boss fight.
All right, so we're supposed to like recap our feelings on the game.
Yeah.
My feelings are this game was a great idea. It executes things really well. It's a great single-player game with a nice multiplayer asset to it that we've never actually tried, but maybe we'll try that in a future episode, but probably not. It takes all the great things about the original Doom game and makes it into a modern version, and then it's like a couple hours too long without doing anything new.
You know what I would call this game is like a really successful proof of concept of modernizing original Doom. Like, the engine is here. We've created a really good engine for what you would want from a Doom game, but like the actual implementation of the game itself is like, it's okay. Yeah. It's like passable.
It just got stale at the end.
Yeah, no,
it
absolutely.
Just got stale.
Like it just runs a little bit too long. It wears out its welcome because it doesn't generate enough new ideas for the number of levels and number of hours it wants you to be playing the game.
I mean, I needed to put me in a room with 500 dudes and give me the opportunity to shoot the BFG and kill them all at once.
You know, like
that alone
would have been a better ending. Like as little as the story truly matters to this, like, I still feel like it'd be a much more satisfying experience if he's like, I can't kill you, but I can get rid of you. And he, like, kicks you back through the portal into hell, and then you're trapped there because he was the only thing bringing you back. And then you just, like, turn around and there's, like, 15,000 zombies, and you just, like, end off, like, killing as many of them as you can while the credits roll or something like that.
Hey, you know what? That would have been fucking awesome.
That'd be, that'd be pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that's a great idea. You should call up the devs and tell them that they need to change the ending.
You know, I don't think they're going to listen to me. I think they're working on that new game that we've established.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple things that I definitely would have done differently. Overall, though, I think this game is very successful. It was a great idea. I'm glad they made it, and I'm glad we played it.
Yeah. I'm glad that we could finish this because I know that this was something you were looking forward to doing.
It's hilarious, though, how far from the end I was when I thought I was almost done. I was like halfway through the game, and I was like, oh, this is the end.
But at the same time, like, I truly feel like it was around, like, chapter, like, 8 or 9 when we were sort of like, well, we think it's the next one. And it's like, that would have been around the time it probably should have ended.
Right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Oh, no, little dude.
Oh, no, tiny dude.
Yeah, it was a great game. I had a lot of fun. Glad we played it. I would have ended it earlier, but that's about it. That's all I gotta say. I don't know. There's all these credits. I don't have any more shit to say.
Yeah. Well, for the record, there's one thing I want to say is that my feeling is that IHOP is for pancakes. Stop trying to compete with burger restaurants, you morons. Fucking hell. Just make pancakes.
Indeed.
I don't go to Burger King for pancakes. I'm not going to IHOP for burgers. Stop drinking.
Escape to skip. That's it. That's the game over. All right, everybody. Join us next time for a new game, I guess. Crazy. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
What the fuck will we do next? I don't even know.
Oh, I have some ideas, Tech.
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. See, there it is. Look. See where it says Play Doom Campaign?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the... See with the skull in the background? I'm pointing. You can't see me pointing, but...
I can't.
There it is. Anyway. Great. All right. Join us next time for whatever Vasco's laughing about.
Look forward to it. It's weird how, like, you throw one rock and it creates, like, a rock pickup point, and then you gain, like, 10 rocks from it.
Yeah.
You threw, like, a multiplier rock. Oh, man, you know where that'd be super useful? The Safari Zone.
Yeah, it would be super useful. Now, let's see if I can take out the rest of these guys.